aan ons stories elke Dinsdag en Donderdag om 1:15 tot 2:00, waar jou storie 'n stem kry. Wat 'n vrou is sy nie, geskryf deur Marinda van Wyk en gelees deur Annette Havenga. Ouma Meelbol is 'n formidabele vrou. Vir haar moet jy nie vlak kyk nie. So tuis agter haar voorskoot as voor haar rekenaar en selfoon, is sy 'n praktiese vrou met 'n plan vir alles. Haar enigste swak plek is Stoffel, haar steekhaarbrak, haar skaduwee en getroue metgesel. Maar eendag raak Stoffel weer weg. Vinnig versprei die boodskap via WhatsApp, en ieder en elk soek en roep. Maar Stoffel is net weg. Maar ek dink jy het vir hom daai trekker ding gekoop, spot buurvrou. Die GPS-trekker, sy het daarvan vergeet. Sy het dit net mooi eergister aan sy halsband vasgemaak. Opgewonde gryp sy haar selfoon. So waar, daar is 'n ping. Meelbol spring in haar karretjie, volg die ping. Sy kom by 'n hoë rand tot stilstand en spring uit. Die ping wys deur onder die wal. Stoffel, roep sy. Dalk is hy katsvink of dood. Stoffel, roep sy weer. Doodse stilte. Desperaat kruip Meelbol gly die wal af, verloor haar balans en plof met 'n doef na onder. Met nerf af hande en knieë soek en roep sy agter elke bossie en pol. Dan sien sy dit. Sy halsbandjie, trekker en al, maar geen Stoffel nie. Vervlakste Stoffel, hy het haar wragtig weer uitoorlê. Dink nie hoe gaan die mense vir haar lag. Tuis stap sy hartseer hokke toe om die hoenders toe te maak. En wat loer daar onder 'n hoender se vlerk uit? Stoffel. 3 plaaslike koerant haar besoek, rep Meelbol geen woord oor die verlore trekker of Stoffel in die hoenderhok nie. Die volgende dag pryk 'n foto van ouma Meelbol, nerf af arms en bene en al in die koerant. Stoffel in die een hand, GPS-trekker triomfantlik omhoog in die ander hand. Wat 'n vrou is sy nie, gons dit wyd en suid.
Elke sterk vrou het 'n storie wat haar gelaat het met geen ander keuse nie. So 'n vrou was die byeboervrou, alleen gelaat met 7 kinders en haar skoonma om in afsondering te boer. Huisskool, huiskerk, hulle het net mekaar en hulle biblioteekboeke wat hulle elke week kom omruil. Tog is hulle dolgelukkig, tevrede en vol selfvertroue. Vrydag is dit biblioteekdag. Dan kom ruil hulle boeke om vir nuwe avonture. Die kinders het almal Bybelname. Rebekka, Rachel, Naomi, Gideon, Joshua, Martha en Hanna. Die klere is te klein vir die grootes en te groot vir die kleintjies, maar hulle geniet hulle self tussen die boeke. Vrolike maar goed gemanierde kinders. Die grootes help die kleineres om hulle boeke te kies. Vandag bied die byeboervrou 'n kursus aan in die biblioteeksaal. Sy is die voorsitter van die byeboervereniging en kwyt haar baie goed van haar taak. Sy het selfs eetgoedjies saamgebring wat in die klein kombuisie van die biblioteek uitgepak is. As biblioteekhoof gaan loer ek gou of alles nog reg verloop. In die kombuis tref ek vir die 2 kleintjies aan. Ek loer na die eetgoedjies en neem vir myself 'n toebroodjie. Hulle kyk my stil aan. Kry vir julle ook? Nooi ek die tweetjies. Gretig neem elkeen 'n broodjie. Terwyl ek my broodjie verorber, staan hulle my in aangaap, asof ek iets baie verkeerd gedoen het. Eet maar julle broodjies, nooi ek weer. Hulle staar net na my. Toe tref Martha se woorde my soos 'n vuishou tot in my hart. Ons moet eers bid. Net toe kom die byeboervrou die kombuisie binne. Sy kyk glimlaggend na haar jongstes, neem haar hulle handjies en begin die mooiste tafelgebed. Met skaamte besef ek, nou weet ek waar hierdie sterk vrou se krag vandaan kom.
Jou stories, ons stories. Hoor jou storie op die lig elke Dinsdag en Donderdag om 1:15 tot 2:00, net op Radio Oeverberg, want local is lekker.
Is jy mismoedig want jy weet nie wat jou regte is nie? Ek is Martin Kreer van Kreer en Blighnout Prokureurs en kan jou bystaan met arbeidsverhoudings, aktes, strafreg en kommersiële reg.
En ek is Anesta Kreer wat jou kan help met egskeidings, boedels, invorderings en algemene litigasie. So kom sien ons by Kerkstraat 50 Bredasdorp of bel ons op 028 425 122.
Want wat reg is reg.
Hey, come celebrate our 26th birthday at Full House. We're chock-a-block full deals and almal stays in ons huis. And spend 999 Rand or more for your chance to win a cozy blanket every single day. Cash lay by credit. Spoil yourself now and pay later. Lekker! 26 years of Bakgat specials and deals. Pop into your nearest store or shop online at fullhouse.co.za.
We can make it yours. Written in these walls are the stories that I can't explain. I leave my heart open, but it stays right here empty for days. She told me in the morning she don't feel the same about us in her bones. Seems to me that when I die, these words will be written on my stone. And I'll be gone tonight. The ground beneath my feet is open wide. The way that I've been holding on too tight, with nothing in between. The story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm in time. It's story of my life, I give her up. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life. Written on these walls are the colors that I can't change. Leave my heart open, but it stays right here in its cage. I know that in the morning now, see us in the light upon the hill. Although I am broken, my heart is unchained still. And I'll be gone tonight. Fire beneath my feet is burning bright. The way that I've been holding on so tight, with nothing in between. The story of my life, I'll take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm in time. It's frozen. The story of my life, I give her up. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life. And I've been waiting for this time to come around. But baby, running after you is like chasing the clouds. The story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm and time is frozen. The story of my life, I give her up. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life. The story of my life. The story of my life.
volgende storie is geskryf deur Anna Visser en aangepas deur Annette Haven.
Wendy, written by Anna Visser and read by Joan Brummer. Wendy always made us go to Sunday school class every Sunday. She would wait outside in her banged-up old Mazda to take us home after church. When Peter asked her why she did not go to church like the other grown-ups, she replied, "'Cause you need Jesus and I need some quiet." The four of us, Nita, that's me, Peter, Henry and Alice, grew up under Wendy's care. I was first. Wendy found me playing with an old needle and some rubbish in the street. My mother was passed out in the bushes. I was barely 7 years old. Shortly after me, she found Peter at the young age of 10. His body was in a constant state of bruises and more often than not, broken bones. Wendy cried when she brought him home that night, his face swollen and with a nasty blue eye. Then came Henry. Henry was only 2 years old and thin as a rail when he was left on Wendy's doorstep. Henry was polite and sweet without being brought up that way. It was just who he was. Henry soon became Peter's shadow, and Peter, tough as he appeared, showed the compassion he was never given. By the time baby Alice came, Peter took on the part as our big and protective brother. Alice's mother was a teenager who left her in a bin. Wendy kept going, and today there are over 30 of us present, men and women. Some of us are separated by an entire generation. We share no blood relation, but we share Wendy, the woman who single-handedly saved and cared for us. She worked hard to get us fed and through school, and by the time she passed away, she was very tired. So that's the reason the casket is outside. Wendy needs some quiet now.
Turn around, look at what you see in her face, the mirror of your dream. Make believe I'm everywhere, getting in the light. Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story. Reach the stars, fly a fantasy, dream a dream, and what you see will be. Lives that keep their secrets will unfold behind the clouds. And there upon the rainbow is the answer to a never-ending story. Show no fear, for she may